Very good morning to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family. Thank you for joining me this morning. Now, I feel that there's an orchestrated plan to destroy the legacy that Alex Oti is trying to build in Abia State, to destroy the good name that Alex Oti is trying to build for himself and the great work he's doing in Abia State. And I believe it is coming from within and then some from without. I have never ever seen IPOB or Biafra as a movement that encourages violence. In fact, at a point in time, Nnamdi Kanu came out and was saying the sit-at-home thing is even wrong. People should go about their daily activities, and even went further to say that IPOB has never ever been an agitation that encourage violence. Alex Oti and IPOB had their Biafra had their Remembrance Day yesterday, and Alex Oti said we are not going to actually come out and attack them. We are dealing with this issue in the most simplest way, with wisdom, and then because of that we will not in any way truncate with their rights to sit at home and all that. And Abia has been one state that we've not had this constant rancor of unknown gunmen and all that. And then suddenly Alex Oti said that, and just yesterday, boom, people were seated at home and gunmen entered into Abia State, went to a checkpoint where military guys were seated, trying to guide the police and all that, and opened fire on them and the people of Abia. Killed 4 military guys. And then as we know, the military, in their great wisdom, always used to come back for reprisal attacks. They came back, and yesterday we heard that it was violent. There are video evidences to it. I'm going to be showing you, and then we're going to be talking about this after the video, because we need to really know what's happening. There are more facts to this whole story than what we are seeing. Watch these videos, and when I come back, we'll continue. Now, basically what you're seeing here are the unknown gunmen that came into Abia State yesterday. Now, if you look very carefully, I don't want to zoom the video, you will see that there's a car actually in flames, and that is a military car. That was when they came for the attack. They attacked the military guys, and then people that were outside. You know, some people even got bullets, stray bullets, just hit them from nowhere. And, you know, it was really, really a bad thing that the whole place, as peaceful as it used to be, became something else yesterday. And then let me quickly go back and then show you how the military actually came in. And they were actually opening gates, entering into people's compounds and the rest.
Jesus.
Now, what you're seeing here are the military guys that came in after the whole event had happened. And then, you know, people are inside their homes, and you can see the military guys, they actually broke the gate and they came in. They are walking around, you know, looking at, and anybody, I learned that anybody they meet outside, now collect, the person go collect. Let's continue. Now, this was one of the person that got shot. You could see how people are running. They carried him quickly, and they are looking for how to convey him to the hospital. Now, you've seen it, right? I know a lot of you have seen what happened in Abia yesterday. But let us quickly look at this very critically. Unknown gunmen in the southeast are always try to tie it down to IPOB, ESN, and the rest. But I can tell you that these are guys that are sponsored by some of the Southeast leaders and some from outside. because IPOB has never ever been a movement that promotes violence. In a state like Abia, that things have started getting better, they want to use insecurity to scatter the whole place. And this thing, for me, I believe is planned. There is something that is not adding up in this whole thing of coming to shoot military guys and the rest. There are people sponsoring these unknown gunmen in the southeast. They are not tied in any way to whatever movement of agitation that is happening in the southeast. I have never been a party to agree with the sit at home. I have always said it. You cannot say you are fighting for a people and killing them. No. For me, it's a no-no. If at the end of the day we are fighting for Biafra, everybody say, okay, let us get, it's an agitation, give us our own part. And then boom, you are forcing people to stay at home. When they don't have what to eat, some of them will have to go to the market to go and some of them eat based on what they sell daily. There's no provision for them to be able to feed and all that. And you tell them to sit at home. I don't buy the idea. People might differ. But I, for one, I see it that way. And I have been saying it on this channel. You cannot be fighting for agitation and killing your own people. There is something wrong with the agitation. And thank God, Nnamdi Kanu have said it time after time too. That the agitation is not an agitation that promotes violence. And people should go about their daily activities. But the issue of this unknown gunmen, I feel they are sponsored. Insecurity in the southeast is sponsored. It's the same way we are talking about insecurity in the north. Some people, some politicians, some big guys are sponsoring this thing to make sure that the southeast is always boiling. Abia, when they need to do this kind of thing, suddenly Alex Oti say, okay, we go allow now. Then boom, they came in and they started shooting soldiers. And for real, if we want to end this whole agitation stuff, then the truth has to be said. I'm going to play a video. There's a young man, a Yoruba man, that actually really did justice to this topic. And I'm not going to just put all this video. I'm going to be taking it just part by part based on relating to what I'm talking about. I'm not going to put all that video today, but I'm going to just pick out some sides that he made so much sense in and put it. Then when we come back, we'll wrap this up. Please watch.
In education, in journalism, in law, Yoruba people, they are majorly there. That's why you see the NUG and everything, they are in Lagos, in Yoruba land. In military, majorly, people that are in military, majorly are the northern people. In fact, that's why you see military headquarters is in Kaduna State. In Nigeria, they talk about business, importers, they are majorly the Igbo people. But where is the seaport in Igbo land? That is the question. There's no seaport there. And it is deliberate. Or this thing is not deliberate. It's deliberate now. So until you make sure that if there's justice, fairness and equity in Nigeria, then all of us will be able to move forward. But if we keep deceiving ourselves, one Nigeria, this one is better than Nigeria, you are just, you cannot beat a child and ask the child not to cry. You know the truth. One Nigeria, don't see anything. It's just one Nigeria that looks like a Fulani country. One Nigeria that favors people and does not favor the other people. You understand? Give government seaports, Lagos will be depopulated. Give them seaports in their place. They have their place for seaports. And people will say the Igbo land is landlocked. That's a big lie. The Igbo land is never landlocked. They have sea. Then you can give them seaports so that they can start importing something from their own place. Not that everything will be now considered in Lagos. You know what I'm saying? So these people God has blessed them in business. Because I told people, I said, after the Civil War, I said, if see, naturally in Nigeria, the poorest people in Nigeria are supposed to be the Igbo people. It's a fact. Because you give some of them 20 pounds, properties have been destroyed, they have nowhere to go. But God bless them. They are good in business. What did they do? They you serve your guy many years, then after like 6 years, he gives you the shop, then you go again. That one that then that gives shop today too, and that person come and serve him. That's how they were able to remove themselves small by small out of poverty. Assuming they behave like this outside people that they were giving people food and be begging, today they'll be the poorest because they fought a civil war. That's why ordinarily all these beggars that you see here and also naturally be the Igbo people is a fact, but they are not because their leaders are able to think and take them out of poverty the way they can. But the government seems to be against them. I mean the federal government. Give everybody, if you give a Hausa man the same opportunity, Yoruba man the same opportunity, give Igbo people the same opportunity, Nigeria will be better than this. But because no, okay, this is your tripod, and I'll be saying it, Nigeria is like a tripod, these three things. If you remove one out of it, two cannot make it stand. You deliberately remove the Igbo people from them. You now give only Hausa and Yoruba. It's not, no, it's not, I mean, it's not good. It's not balanced. It's not, God bless, it's not balanced. It was a day one man there was very happy, the Yoruba man. He said, the Igbo will never president, Igbo will never become president after Yoruba, Hausa, after Hausa, Yoruba. I said, I want to ask you a question. This useless Yoruba and Hausa and power, what have you benefited from it? Yeah, he said, no, not. I said, then thunder will fire you.
You've seen it, right? You've heard him. There is no place where agitation is wrong. People agitate on a daily basis. At home, in school. If something is not going right, people have the right to come and vent their frustrations. People have the right to come and talk and say, listen, this thing is not going as planned. The major thing is to have people at the top, leaders that listen, that are willing to hear and look for a solution to the problem, that are willing to sit down on a round table and say, okay, how do we deal with this issue? How do we make sure that this thing don't repeat itself again? But when you have people that their ambitions are better than the life of Nigerians, that don't care about how people survive, how people live, what's happening to people, that's what you get. Peter Obi once said when they asked him about the whole thing, he said, there's nothing wrong with agitation. He said, when I get there, I will call all of them to a round table and we will discuss. Where is the problem? What is the problem? What is your own problem? What is your own problem? And then we'll look for how to come to a consensus. Bring solutions that can actually stop it. If after doing that, they still continue, that is when I now say, okay, fine, we've done all the needful. But they have not. They have not done nothing. And then suddenly they want everywhere to be calm. You cannot marginalize people and expect them not to explode. You want them to go and sit down and keep quiet and accept slavery in a land where they are freeborns. You want them to say, no, we accept the slavery. No, it doesn't happen. They have the right to agitate and say, look, listen, we've had enough. Yoruba nation had their own. The northerners are also agitating. Look at the insecurity everywhere. And time after time, people have told you guys, if you are a listening government, that military guys cannot solve this problem. How many military men you get? That is why no matter what, they will try to block this side before you know that side hole don't open. They don't land on that village, kill 50, kidnap 100. Before military men reach there, they don't land on that place. Why? Because we don't even have enough security to deal with this problem. But have you ever sat down to say, okay, let us have a round table meeting and all of us come together and find a solution to it? Nnamdi Kanu, this one, that one. Look at Nnamdi Kanu's case and say, okay, if we really want to deal with the issue, let us start by first giving this young man justice. And then we can now call him and his agitators and say, okay, let us sit down and find a lasting solution to what this problem is. Maybe today people start to agitate. Everybody has the right to vent his frustration. But no, they wouldn't do it because their main purpose is not to go there and go and salvage the country. It is to go there and go and run it down. I'm going to be doing a video much later on what he said on the national anthem and everything, and how he talked about education. You are talking about education. You will comot education subsidy, and you are confusing everybody with student loan. Let me drop this video here for now. I need you to drop your comments below. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever we drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. I'm obedient and I'm useful. I hope you are. Fingers crossed. Let's keep holding them responsible. And see, I pounds. God bless you. I'll see you next time.